Hello farmers, welcome back to Hazzard County in our class tractor with our fertilizer spreader coming over here to this beautiful field that we tried to build a house around on one side and ended up building it on the other. Yep, we're going to fertilize this field this morning, still first day of spring. The Dutesfar is over at field 96 behind us. He is plowing that cornfield that we harvested last fall. I actually brought the class tractor over there to fertilize that field as well. And then when I went to go look at the stats, I realized that field, I was putting like the last stage of fertilization on it. I was like, no, my seed drill can handle that. So on the way back here, I decided to fertilize the grass field behind us. I don't really remember fertilizing that cornfield to that stage, but it is, so that's where we are. So anyways, yeah, the Dutesfar is plowing that field. We're going to start the day by, or at least this episode, by fertilizing this field here. And if I can't pay attention, because I'm trying to do like three things at once here. I'm trying to set up GPS so I don't have to concentrate too hard on fertilizing a field. Because I mean, if you got GPS, you just got to use it. You got to learn to use it. Make life simpler. So we're going to fertilize this field here to start. Am I fertilizing the field? Yes, I am. Okay. I think this is only the second stage. And this is a wheat field, so it's kind of important for our chickens. So, yeah, and apparently the field is not as straight as I thought it was, because I started with the GPS right on the corner of the field, and you can see the field kind of slopes, angles to the right. We'll just continue on, I guess, and deal with it. As long as I don't drive off a cliff, I think we're all set. And over here, I very may well drive over the cliff. Words, yes. So the crops are wet. Doesn't matter. we are weeks away from harvesting, so not a big issue. I thought about going down to our cotton field and start working on that. I think we'll look at the crop rotation here in a second. Now, the one thing I would have a question on is, let's not drive off the cliff here. Whoa, it didn't stop as fast as I thought it would. Since I didn't harvest the crops, is that considered part of the crop rotation? I don't know. So, I mean, it was cotton. I would love to put soybeans there. So, I need to drive on down there just to see what has been in that field. I have no idea. So, I need to see what kind of crops have been in the field. I mean, kind of figure out crop rotation. I mean, if soybeans is in the relative ballpark, then that's what I'll put in that field. I guess I could put it where the corn was as well. So, yeah, I need to dig in to see what field is best for what we're doing. This seems like it's an odd-shaped field, but, man, this is going to be a nice harvest of wheat. More than enough for our chickens. And, yeah, I've been trying to do some more research. Or not research. I just looking online for seasons on the chickens. And even on Realist, I can never say their modding name. Realismus modding. Yeah, it just says that, chickens will lay eggs. Roosters will not. Those aren't roosters. Those are male chickens. So I think they're classified as regular chickens, so they will lay eggs. I don't know. Unless someone can show me something otherwise, I'll just keep them for now. I think if I sell them, I get $1. So, yeah, well, whoop-de-doo. Yeah, right? It's not that big of an issue right now. So I'm more interested in getting our fields all set here, which, it's not going to take us too long, even though we got plenty of fields. No, I was trying to turn way too soon. It's the white line you got to line up with, not the orange ones. GPS on, spreader on, and we're good to go. So yeah, I got to figure out the crop rotations. I mean, we definitely got to plant soybeans down for more Telmex rations. I would like to get more cows. Oh yeah, and I just missed it on the upper right-hand corner, so I need to pay attention. Our solar power plant, if you will. I repaid all the money that I borrowed in the last episode. I repaid it just to, I don't lose on the hour for interest, but I just want to see the money go up in it. And I knew I was at 2,000 something. So I think it's what, $450 an hour is what we're getting from the solar power plant. It's definitely going to pay off. I mean, it's going to take 12 days to repay for itself, which is, so when we get to the first day of fall, The solar power plant will have paid for itself, and then it'll be actually nothing but a profit. But what it does now, buying it as soon as we did, now when I go to bed at midnight, I'm not going to lose whatever money we have. We should actually gain throughout the day. So as long as I don't spend it, which I probably will somehow. I don't want to bore. We can bore up to I think it's $3 million now because of the amount of land that we own. I don't want to borrow money unless I don't have to. There are some things I would like to buy, but I think we'll save that for next year, next season, because what I want to buy, I don't really need it because our fields, our big fields, are already seeded and ready to go. Maybe when fall comes and I think about maybe putting down a fall crop, we could, but like I said, that's a ways down the line. So right now it's just focusing on getting the fields that are here fully fertilized. The weeds in seasons, I don't really see the need as of yet to do any weeding, herbicide spraying. Yes, I am going to get patches of weeds in the field. Now that we're in season 2, I am, the clumps from last year are there. When the weeds start growing this year, are they going to be twice as big? And then, then I may start looking into maybe doing something, but for testing, we're just going to let them go and grow and see if they take up the entire field or not. I mean, not the entire field. If they start taking up enough of the field where it actually might pay off to get a weeder or herbicide sprayer, then we shall do so. I'll probably get the one like I'm using on the Pacific Northwest. It's not a big boom, but I can get a good amount of field done with that sprayer. It'll go a ways. So at least that's the plan anyways for today. Like I said, we're going to fertilize this field. The dude as far as plowing away. And I think we might grab the Massey Ferguson and the cultivator. We may head back over to the sheep farm where those 2 fields are. And just cultivate those 2 fields and maybe just skip the rest of the day. Like I said, there's no rush. The ground is not frozen, but it's not warm enough to plant anything either. And I think soybeans need to be... The ground temperature needs to be like 45 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. So that might be like the 3rd or 4th day kind of thing. But the sooner we get it planted, the better. So I just want to run the same problem that we had last year with the corn. I mean, we bought the field with the corn in it. I don't know when it was planted. So, and we never got to harvest the second cornfield, which would have been, oh my God, that would have been so great, with all the ethanol fuel that we would have had. I don't think I would even had a loan at this point. And like we thought, or at least I was thinking about, let me get a headland done here. I was thinking about, because I do have 100,000 liters in the Total Mix Rations mixer, I could have stoled. But, and I was thinking, well, I don't want to run out of Total Mix Rations. Well, it's kind of stupid. I don't have soybeans to put in there anyway, so what's the point? I don't know. I mean, I can still take it out there and still make ethanol fuel, but I want to kind of keep that as like a winter project for us to do, because when winter comes right now, I don't have much to do. Although, I have been kind of thinking when next winter comes, we may buy some forestry land, so just to keep it going or not. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this just yet. Planning ahead, that's what you do when you work in a field and you got nothing but your thoughts. I'm just going to get this headland done because it'll make life just a little bit easier. It's kind of funny that you can tell when I did work and when the computer itself does field work on this map for some reason. So when I do work or Courseplay does work, you can see where the plow marks are. But when the computer seeded the field for the farmer, he didn't cover the entire field. If that makes any sense to you? I mean, you can kind of see it, what I'm talking about. Alright, so it should be this one here is where we're at. I think so. Turn it on. Yeah, so we kind of lucked out on some of the crops when we bought this field. We got we got wheat and well, I guess that's it, because the rest is... No, we got a field of barley, but I think that we'll just sell that. Our chickens don't need that much feed unless I go ahead and put down another chicken coop, or to use the other chicken coop up the road, but we don't own that land, so I would probably, you know, lease the coop or something. I don't know. I think one coop is good enough to start with. I always tell myself, don't build so fast, go slow, and then I start playing on a map and I can't help myself. Just can't help myself. I see the money, it's like, well, I can borrow it and just go along here. Just about done wrapping up this field for the day. And when I get done, we may just drive the class tractor back to the house behind us. We'll get in the Chevy pickup truck. We may go down to have a quick look at the cotton field. Just because I need to see what's been planted there the last couple of times. I mean, I think I'll count the cotton as being a crop because I think the game might. I don't know. I mean, as far as the game knows, it was planted there, so I'm just going to assume it thinks it was harvested there. I mean, the crop is in the ground, so, and the crop is growing, so in a way it's kind of stealing the nutrients off the ground. I think I just missed a little bit of a spot back there, but I'm not gonna worry about it that much. And sometime this summer, because spring and fall is basically going to be our busy seasons for obvious reasons. We got to plant and then harvest in the fall. Late spring can be busy because we can actually harvest some crops on the 5th day of late summer. I'm sorry. Yeah, the 5th day of summer, some of our crops could be ready. Let me just go ahead and dive into here. Yeah, that's where I paid off the money. So yeah, you can see where I started fertilizing this cornfield, and when the plow behind me started to plow, and I was just checking the map to see I'm like, what stage of fertilization? I'm like, that's the last stage. I said my seed roll will plant it. So yeah, I got to get to seeding field 39. Now the interesting thing about field 39, no lime was this little corner piece over here. I'll put it in the middle of the screen. That is actually field 39 as well, and for some reason lime got spread there. I mean, did I do that after I bought? I think I must have, because I'm that stupid. Yeah, I am. And I think this is 87 is, yeah, that 87 is together. So, I mean, I should have spread some lime there, but I didn't. But it's going to be all fine. So, yeah, we need to head on down to field 35. I mean, we know there's a gate. I think there's a gate here I can go around. How about we just go and get into the pickup truck and... No, there isn't no way. What am I talking about? I'm on the wrong... Yeah, I'm on the wrong side here. I'm on the wrong side of everything. And I might use those white fences that I tried using on the Pacific Northwest. That would be really nice to probably, I said plant, probably build the white fence around here. Nice flat ground so the fence line will look, at least it'll line up nice. That way I won't drive over the cliff. Anywho. Let's run in here. And I just got in the passenger side. Go figure. Alright, let's not... I'm hitting all the wrong pedals. I'm fooling myself. I think I'm driving forward, but we're actually backing up. That doesn't help. And I probably can't turn like that. That's kind of stupid. Alright, so let's go zip around here. I gotta be careful with the pickup truck. This pickup truck does not turn that well once you get up to the high speeds, meaning like 35-ish. Yeah, let's not get too crazy here because those crops will get destroyed if you drive on them. They have grown enough. I know one thing though, I'm tired of seeing that it's 50 degrees out and it's snowing. I'm just saying, that's not right. Yeah, I think I can go this way. Now, I can't remember if this is rye or spelt on the right-hand side of us. It's one or the other. there is our cotton field. I'd probably been just as easy if I just jumped to the fence and ran down myself. But now here we are. I'll leave the truck running. Hasn't run much. Alright, so it was before previous it was oil seed, then it was fallow, and now it's cotton. So if I go over here to crop rotation, so it was oil seed, so any oil seed I guess, and then it was fallow, and now it's cotton. So if I go ahead and plant wheat and barley is not good, oats, canola, tell me some soybeans is good. So soybeans is not that bad. It's even, so I guess I can do that. Did I go past corn? Corn. So I thought about putting corn here. Where's corn? Corn. Same. So the crop. All right. I mean, canola would be good, but I need soybeans. Oh, they tell you up here. Okay. Cereal. So canola is oilseed, and soybeans. I have legume. I have no idea what I'm saying, and make myself look more like an idiot than I usually do. So yeah, soybeans or corn in this field. The crop yield should be the same either way at 1. So even Steven. Let's go take a look at the field that the Dutzfar is plowing. So I mean, we do know that was corn. Yeah, we just harvested corn in that field. What field is this? Where? I don't. Wait. Where am I? Oh, there's not a road that comes down here? Okay. I'm like, shouldn't there be a road here? There will be ahead. So yeah, we harvested corn last year, and I don't know what the crop was before that or anything. It didn't matter because we bought the field with the corn in it, so I didn't have to plan what I planted there. Get a little airborne there. So let's go see what was in that field and kind of figure out a crop rotation. So yeah, that field down there could be either or. So depending on how this field looks, then we'll decide what gets planted where. I mean, more corn the better. We do need corn for the total mix rations or ethanol fuel. I got plenty of silage and soybeans, so I don't know if I mentioned, but I did fertilize that grass field right there, so that's got one stage, or actually 2 stages on it now. There's the other chicken coop I could probably lease. How are you getting along here, Dutzfar? Oh, he's doing a pretty good job here. Missed a few spots here and there, but that's fine. So previous was cereal and oilseed. No, previous was corn. What? Oh, because it still shows corn. I think on here it'll still show corn, right? Is that right? Yeah, it still shows corn here. Alright, so it'll be corn, cereal, oilseed. I'm going to forget that, by the way, so. Corn, cereal, whoops. Oilseed? Did I say oilseed? Crud, what is it? Cereal, oilseed. Yeah, I was right. And I got this wrong. This should be oilseed. Cereal, corn, and now if I plant, okay, so if I plant soybean now, it'll be 0.95. If I go to corn, 0.95. Well, I'm not planting sugar beet. Wait, what was that? Pop? Nope. Grass, sugar cane. Nope. Carrots can't do. Onions can't do. Hops can't do. Well, I mean, I could do hops because I Wait, I don't have the header. Wait, do I have the header? No, I got the header. What the heck am I talking about? We just did corn. Wow. Is anything a positive here? No. Nothing is positive here. Unless I do canola or sunflower. I mean, that's a good yield. 1.2. Yeah, it's a good yield. Very good yield. I'm not sure. I mean, soybean at 0.95, and if I do corn again, it's 0.95. I mean, I need more corn to do ethanol fuel to help pay off some of this loan, and I can buy more equipment as well. Maybe buy more land in the forest. So, yeah. I just got to figure out what my best options are. I mean, we're going from, I'm talking about 0.05% yield difference. So I shouldn't look into it too hard, right? So next step. As I get the frog out of my throat there. So next step is we're going to come over here, and I'm going to zip through here, which I probably shouldn't do, but it's my farmland now. I'll do what I want. We'll grab the Massey Ferguson, and did I just see the cultivator? Where did I park the cultivator? It's over yonder. So I'm going to meet you over at the sheep farm, and we are going to cultivate some fields rather quickly, and probably take the rest of the day off. I may have to head on over and feed the horses some oats. That might be the last thing that we do. Let me just check here. I keep forgetting. I can't activate the animal HUD while I'm in a vehicle. So, yeah, I think that small trailer that holds, what, 4,000 liters? I should be able to bring that over and top off the horses with smotes. Should be fine. Before we head on all the way over, though, I'm going to make sure that the cultivator is repaired, not repainted. The one thing I was wondering, though, if I repaint the vehicle in the shop, is it going to take all the scratches off the vehicle? I mean, I would like to change some of the colors on some things. That's not in bad condition, but we'll repair it for 57 bucks, yeah. Now, if I repaint it, that's going to take all the scratches off. I don't want to do that at all. Yeah. I mean, I do like the way the Massey Ferguson looks as is, but maybe change out the rims. If you're new to the series, I started Hazzard County in October, and I was painting all the rims on the tractors and equipment pink because it was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so that's why we got all the pink rims. Although I will say sometimes the pink rims do not look that bad. If you don't like pink, get over yourself. It's not a bad color. And most of the time I paint most of the stuff green because green is my favorite color. And look at all the green on the map right now. But on the way to the sheep farm, we'll get to cultivating. With this thing, maybe 5 or 6 passes will be done, but at least let that field be ready to be planted. And yes, we have arrived. And I will say this, even though this is where our home originally was for the first year, I don't really miss not being over here, honestly. I kind of like where our house is now. I mean, it is a house with a view. Let me back up the camera so I can get a good view of what I'm doing here. Let's lower our cultivator. Now, I do have the Horse Pronto 9, which is a direct drill, so technically I don't have to cultivate, but we're going to cultivate because it's the right thing to do. We'll get a headland done here. So technically, if you look on the map, this is actually the same field, but it does have like a grass divider in between it. The first season, we separate it because we put oats in one field, wheat in the other for our animals. And I think still for the second season, I'm going to keep them separate. And we talked about canola and soybean over here, I do believe. I could change my mind now that we own. I did not think I was going to have that land last fall, but now that we have it, I may just do I don't know. I keep saying I know what I want to do, and then when I say this is what we're going to do, I keep. You know me. I'm going to change my mind like 6 times before we. Even when I bring the seed drill over, I'll be coming over and be like, yeah, let's go over there and plant canola. Then we'll get over here, and it's like, well, on my way over here, on second thought, I'll try not to do that, but I might. No promises here. No, we just got to. The main thing here is make sure our animals have feed. That's the main thing. And then the second part is, all right, now what do I do to help make a little bit of coin here? I do love the tractor setup that we have on the farm. I think it was a good start. All the tractors I do have, except for the class, they're modded tractors. The Dutesfire is a mod made by Timmy, and I forgot there's like 3 numbers after his name, but that thing has a lot of horsepower, 700 and some odd horsepower. So I got that tractor first just so I can, I mean, the reason why we went with that is this is a map with big fields, so I mean, I did not want to start with a 3-meter wide seed drill and all that stuff. Like, we're going to need some big equipment. We did start with $0, and everything I bought was taking money from the bank. The bank here was very nice to give someone with no cash and someone who was not a resident a lot of cash to to buy all that farming equipment and some land. But man, it sure paid off for the bank in the long run because, I mean, all that ethanol fuel. Yeah, we paid them back, and they're still making money on us. But it feels good to get like the first season behind us. It also feels good that in between episodes I'm not doing contracts galore to help move the farm along as is. So now, I know I've said it a few times, no contracts. Just in the fall, only if I need crops for the animals. So, I mean, when fall comes, don't ask, like, well, are you going to do crops? I may say, don't need to. All right, we got plenty of crops for our own animals. We're all set. I mean, I should have plenty of grass to make hay, weather pending. Yeah, we're fine on animal feed. Even like the horses. Yeah, that's the other thing. Do I need oats? I mean, I don't think so. And I do believe if worse comes to worse, I can always buy feed it down at the store, or I can just bring the horses back, and we just don't get income from the horses, that's all. Let me sneak in this corner here. Oh, this is not going to be good. Am I going to get around the tree? Oh, yeah, I am. We're all good. Oh, so I was saying before, yeah, so we started off with the Dutesfire. 700 horsepower, that thing can pretty much do anything that we need to. This is the Massey Ferguson, and I'm not good with model numbers. Let me zoom in here. What model number is this? This is the 8737. If Daggerwin was here, he'd probably tell you exactly how much horsepower and everything about it. And then we did have a was it the 8R John Deere tractor? Or was it 6R? I don't know. We didn't have it long. Yeah, that was made for doing what the class tractor is doing now. But the John Deere seemed to struggle with the mower, so I said, let's go with the class tractor. It's 60 or 80 more horsepower than the John Deere? And I got the same problem with the class tractor mowing that grass field right across the street. So, yeah, the extra 60 or 80 horsepower that we got didn't quite help us out as much as I thought. But at the same time, the class DLC just came out, so it was like, well, John Deere, yeah, you're going to have to go because the class tractor is calling my name. So that's why we have those 3 tractors, and of course I always got my Chevy pickup truck. And of course the Volvo truck we just barely got. Mostly all mods that I use. But we're going to zip through these fields here, probably get done right around 2 o'clock, then we'll drive on back. I'm pretty sure the Dutesfire is not going to be too far from being done himself. Or herself. I didn't see what worker climbed in there. The workers are staying at Mr. Anderson's house up on the hill behind the main farm. They get free room and board and food. That's why we don't pay them to work. I know. That's how I roll. So basically, when you start a map, when you activate Courseplay, it'll ask you two questions. Question one, do you want Courseplay to determine the size of the field every time you load in the game? Yes, please, because if you say no and you start plowing or adding to a field or landscaping and deleting a field, Courseplay is not going to know the difference, so you just have me analyze it. Then the second question they ask, do you want Courseplay to pay the workers so much per hour? And on this series I said, no, I'm going to be cheaper than ever before. We're not paying them. So that's why I do give them a house for free room and board and meals. I do pay for all that stuff, kind of, because I really don't. But it sounds good in the storyline. And looks like it finally stopped snowing. I got a little bit of clouds and then it's going to start raining. Man, it seems to be... I don't know if it's the geo that we're using now, because now we're using the geo for Hazzard County, Georgia. But I mean, it's the first day of spring, so you expect it to be rainy often, I suppose. Just seems like lately, every day, it's been like rain, rain, rain. Might be just my imagination. Now, this one field or two fields, however you want to look at it, is all set for seeding. It already has all the stages of fertilization. We limed it last year. It's been plowed. It should be really ready, good to go. Courseplay is almost done here, so we zip on over and down. There we are. This one right here is what we need to see. Yep. So field 39, as you can see, that's one stage of fertilization. Field 100, that's two stages of fertilization, and field 40, that is 3. So when I seed this field, it'll get fertilized at the same time. There'll be 3 stages. As you can see, does not need lime, does not need to be plowed, and right now there's no weeds because they all died in the off season. Let me turn on the HUD for you again, because I took a screenshot while I was doing all that. Is it def fuel here? It is. I think I'll come over here and steal what def fuel is in there. Actually, it might be quite a bit in there. May not take the whole canister, which I don't think it will. No, it did not. Or did, sorry. I wasn't looking. I just said it didn't because I didn't think it would. Yeah, so we're all set there. So I need to drive on back to the other farm. I might gas up. I shouldn't say gas up because I'm pretty sure this takes diesel fuel. I will fuel up the Massey Ferguson. The cultivator will stay on the Massey Ferguson because we do have cultivating to do in the corn fields. And I think what we'll do is we'll grab the Chevy pickup truck and we'll hitch up our old trailer that we found at the junkyard, fill that up with some oats. We'll come over and give the horses some oats because, yeah, I think I'm done working for today completely. So, yeah, next episode will be day 2 of spring. I haven't checked the forecast that far in advance to see what the weather's going to be like. Just want to make sure I get on the bridge completely. Because with my driving, you never know. Yeah, so field 40. Field 40 is going to be one long harvest. It's kind of unfortunate because I did buy all that equipment after we harvested the first cornfield. And I was hoping to use like the Volvo truck and the dual trailer and the auger wagon all for this other harvest in the other cornfield, but didn't get that far, did we? No, we did not. That corn That was uncalled for, turning in front of me like that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so that corn never did turn to harvest. Part of the field did. The part that withered did turn to harvest, but the weather never got into our favor. It was always raining. The crops were always wet. I mean, we even had a day that it didn't rain at all. Didn't rain the night before, but the crops were wet all day long. It was the first day of winter, and I think that maybe had something to do with it. And of course, day 2 of winter, which was the last day we could have maybe harvested the corn, it rained all day, so there is that. I'm just slowing down to come up to this corner. I'll pull up to our diesel tank reservoir that we have and fill up with some diesel fuel. And maybe by day 2, some of our trees will start getting some leaves on them. I think this is close enough, isn't it? Oh, it is fueling up. Okay. It's just a slow filler, that's all. No problem. You can sit there and fuel up. Yeah, there was a mod just released today. It's for slower fuel filling, and I was like, no thanks. I don't want that. Stop driver. Cancel course. Turn off course play. Yep, I got that whole field to cultivate at some point. That might be a course play job. I don't know. I mean, the cultivator is rather big, so it wouldn't take me too long. Just have to see. I never know what I'm doing from one episode to the next. I kind of have a plan. But as we said before, I have a plan, and then I start doing something that's like, nope, change the plans. We're going to do it this way. I think, nope, I need to plow that cotton field in. I mean, do I need to plow it, or should I just cultivate it in? I probably should look at the stats of that field to see if it does need to be... you can park here because you might need some fuel later on. Does that field really need anything? Let me turn off the fertilizing stage. Nope, doesn't need lime, does not need to be plowed, so I guess I could just cultivate it in. Will I? I have no idea. Yeah, looks like the rain's going to be coming here soon, but at least it stopped snowing. I mean, it is 53 degrees. Let me get inside, actually, the driver door. I should be able to hitch up to that trailer. Reversing at 27 miles an hour. It is on the other side. Alright. Can I sneak between this tree? I mean, if a tractor can, I'm sure my truck can. And I'm thinking about, like I said, I probably should get rid of this lime station. And we'll cut down these trees here, and I can just, like, get a drive-through area here. It's not too bad to sneak through there. So how much... see, I only got 22,000 liters of wheat, but we got that big wheat field. What do we got for oats? I don't have any oats? Wait, what did I do with my oats? Where did I put those oats? Did I put them over at the silo in the horse barn? Yeah, the horse. Did I put them in this silo? I'm actually waiting for you to answer me because I don't know. I think I must have. Because they're not here. They are not here. They better be over there. I mean, they're somewhere. That would be my first guess after this silo. My dash cam caught it all. Hey, you should have your four-way flashers on because you turned right in front of that guy. Send a report in. Actually, I don't want to send a report in because the dash cam shows how fast I was going, and I was doing like 90 miles an hour down this country road. Although, to my defense, I don't think there's a speed limit sign on this road, so... But usually every state has a sign we enter. It says, This is the speed limit if unmarked. Anyways, this silo down here should have oats in it. I mean, it would make sense that I would put oats down here. This is a silo, is it not? Yeah, that should be a silo. I'm really second guessing myself now because I did that on the Pacific Northwest not long ago. I thought I knew where the crop was, and I went to every silo until I got the actual last silo that I own. I'm like, they better be in here because I don't know where else where it would be. All right, moment of truth. Wheat, barley. Hey, they are here. All right. Well, I mean, that is a good thing. Like I said, you know, we're allowed to use a silo and take care of the horses here because the guy that's training him actually owns the land here, so we're splitting the profit. Can I turn? Oh, just barely made it. And I don't think they're going to take all 4,000 ounces. Ounces. Wow. Yeah. 4,000 liters. So actually, how much? And I got to get out of the vehicle to look at this here. So they only require 1,100 liters for a couple days. Yeah, so we're green everywhere. Green, green, green. Well, some teal in there, but we're all fine with that. All of our animals should be fine till the next day. I will go ahead and put these oats back into the silo over here. And this is where we wrap up the episode, I do believe. I'll get out of the vehicle just for a second while that's emptying out. Let's just check to see what the forecast is for tomorrow, which is a Thursday. Temperatures seem to be pretty good. Looks like it's going to get up into the 60s, actually. Wow, almost 70 degrees into late evening. Looks like most of the day is going to be cloudy with a little bit of rain late in the evening. Alright, so that's something we can deal with. I don't know, it doesn't really show the ground temperature, but we need the ground temperature to go up. Something I want to see. What am I looking for here? So, like I said, corn needs to be 50 degrees. And where is it? Soybean needs to be. So ground temperature needs to go up by 14 degrees, which I guess is possible. We'll just have to wait and see. The sooner it does, the better. Let me go back into the forecast, though. I don't think we're going to have any days coming up anytime soon where it's going to get below freezing, so I shouldn't have to worry about losing crop to some frost and not germinating. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on Hazzard County. But until then, have a good one.